combinations aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the USC Trojans, taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Iowa's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll give it to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Going to swing it on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Pryor. Jukes has made him miss again. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Off play action. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Combs. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Back to the ground game on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Getting worked on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Using his feet.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to pass on 2nd down. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Hawkeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about this...
Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that is incomplete. Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the Trojans are on the move. They'll run it. It's Rousseau. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Combs. He's got his man. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keep it on the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They're setting up the screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Coles. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
3rd down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive, making the big play down the field, and now set up in a position where they can go get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see.
Power football with the run.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kennesaw State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got the back over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Combs. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here's the handoff. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Looking for a man. It's Combs. Good timing on the quick out. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires downfield. Got his man to the left. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Good right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. To the air, it's Combs. Quickly complete. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes a man miss. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a man. It's Combs. Grab near the sticks. It's Cook. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They go to the draw. Jukes his way for more. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do Whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse. And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is on its way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pressure coming. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Pryor. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On target over the middle. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. But a little time lets it go. This one's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll close the gap to 14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Back to pass, it's Combs. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 45 on his way. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll go back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Jumped on top of the pile. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, USC! The defense putting points on the board. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today.
Wants to go up top on 1st down.
They're up by 4 over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And they'll take over.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The give to the back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Trojans will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Off the play fake. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
40, Iowa, 9.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You gotta stop turning the football over.
Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Using his legs, it's Rousseau. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Keeps it on the draw. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.